Hey everybody, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I hate it. I'm wearing it now. Let's get right into the video. Nothing like getting right to the point, right? Okay, so I wanted to try this because it's called Airbrushed Flawless Foundation. And let me tell you, before I get into other details, let me just share what it says about it and why I was so excited about trying this. So on their website, it says that this is a flawless, it says flawless is a feeling. Discover the secret to flawless, poreless looking, confident complexion. Charlotte's groundbreaking Airbrush Flawless Foundation is where makeup magic meets skincare science. A stay all day, weightless, full coverage formula with a natural matte finish available in 44 shades, flawlessly matched with magic replexium to visibly reduce the appearance of wrinkles by up to 22% over 8 weeks. So it's saying if you keep using this, it's going to visibly improve your wrinkles. To Moss Cell Tech #1 that boosts hydration levels to 216% in just an hour. This is a hybrid magic skincare foundation for every occasion, tested on 30 men and women. So I don't know how old these men and women were. This was a total flop for me because everything it said that it doesn't do, it did on my skin. So it does come in 44 shades, which is really, really nice. It is one fluid ounces for $44. That's what it retails for. Comes in this bottle, which is really, really pretty. And you just take the cap off and then you have a pump. So before I show you the foundation, I just want to talk a little bit more about what I did when I first got this foundation. I was really, really excited to get it because I love many of Charlotte's products. You know that. You know that my Holy Grail powder is her Flawless Airbrush powder. I love that powder. It's like you're not even wearing powder, but it creates a flawless look on your skin. I love her Hollywood Flawless filter. I use that as a highlighter. Love it. Love her lipsticks, her lip pencils, her eyeshadows. There's so many of her products that I love. This is not one of them. It just did not work on my skin tone. And now, I mean, my skin. So if you are using this, let me know. If you are using it and you love it, let me know. If you tried it, you didn't like it, let me know. And share what your skin type is too, because maybe it depends on that. I was assuming that this was for oily skin. A matte foundation is normally a foundation for oily skin. Now, I have oily combo skin. Just for reference, I don't have Botox or fillers or anything like that. I have lines on my face. You can see it when I'm talking. So I was excited about this partly because of what it's called Airbrushed Flawless. So Airbrushed Flawless to me means I'm going to get a look that it's going to blur out any imperfections that I have. That's the impression that I got, because that's what I get when I use her powder, or when I use the finishing powder from Makeup Forever. I love that, which I did not use on my face today. This just did not wear well. Again, when I test foundation, I really, really test it. We were going to be going to the beach. We're going to be outside. I figured that's a good place to test it, being outside in the heat and humidity of Florida. We're going to see how it is. So I did my skincare like I normally do. I used this. I applied one pump of this, like one full pump of it on my face. So what I did is I put it on the back of my hand. I used my BK Beauty brush to apply it. And as I was putting it on, I was like, oh boy, this is really, really full coverage foundation. Like I felt like maybe I used too much. So I really, really, really blended it in really well. Went out on my day, and holy cow, like when I first did it, it just didn't look nice on my skin at all. Didn't. And as the day went on, it just looked worse. It started to crack on my face. It actually oxidized a little bit too. So you can see what this looks like. I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand, and we're just going to talk for a little bit, but you see the color that I have. And by the way, the color that I have is too neutral. And I'll talk about how I got the color as well. So I wore it on my face, and that's another claim that this has. It says that this is an all-day wear. It says it's a stays day and night wear. So it's supposed to stay on there day and night. So I had this on for a full day, and it didn't take the full day for it to look horrible. I mean, it looked horrible. I was actually embarrassed to walk around with that on my face because I didn't have anything to fix it with. So I just felt like I was wearing a mask. It looked horrible. It just made my skin look horrible. It accentuated my pores. It accentuated any texture I had. It accentuated every line that I have. It just was not flattering on my mature skin at all, which I thought this was supposed to be for more mature skin. Next day I thought, you know what, maybe I just applied too much foundation. So I still did the same. I still used my regular skincare. I used this before I put it on. And then I used a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, and I only used half a pump. So I thought maybe I used too much. I'll use a half a pump. I put it on the back of my hand. I dabbed it on, dotted it, blended in really, really well. And again, it just didn't look nice on my skin, but I thought, well, maybe after it sits a little bit, maybe it just looks so matte. And just normally when I use a beauty blender to apply my foundation, just that alone will help create a flawless airbrush look. But even with my beauty blender, I just felt like my pores looked really bad. My pores looked bad. I had texture that I didn't know I had, and any dry spots, and I forgot to mention that, even the first time I put on, any dryness that I have, and this is an area that's been dry on me lately, is emphasized with it. So you're gonna see it, and as the day goes on, that dry spot just gets drier and drier and worse, which is interesting because this is supposed to be a moisturizing foundation, but I just found it to be the total opposite for me. So I am wearing it today. I was outside, like I said, I was outside in the heat and humidity because I didn't want to just put my makeup on, sit in front of a camera and tell you guys this is what it looks like. I really wanted you to see what it looked like after really being exposed to the elements and then showing you what it looks like. So I am going to zoom in. Before I do that, let me talk about how I chose my foundation. So I ordered mine online. I ordered it from Charlotte Tilbury because I don't think it's available at any other stores right now online. I don't know. Normally I order my makeup from Nordstrom, but I did order it from Charlotte Tilbury. So on her site, you can actually color match your foundation. So I just put in, you can just put in like a couple of foundations that you're currently using that you have a good match with. You put in the type of foundation that you're using. So I put in my Chanel Perfection Velvet, the one that's now retired. But anyways, I put that in. I put the color in there. It asked for another one, so I pulled another of my foundations and did the same thing. Something else I want to share, and I've said this in another video before. When you are purchasing a foundation, and the foundation has a description of what it's supposed to do and how it's supposed to wear, you should not have to jump over hoops and buy different primers to see what's going to work with that. No, you should not have to do that. I know there's some YouTubers that do that to make things work, and that's great because they have a lot of product. They have a lot of product because they test it out. But the normal consumer, you and me, because I honestly don't have a lot of makeup. Believe it or not, I don't have as much as a lot of other YouTubers. You should not have to go out and buy special primers or anything like that to have a foundation work for you. You really should. You should be able to use what you have and it should work for you. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what my face looks like. Like I said, this has been on for several hours. You can see my lines up here more. You can see here. It just looks, let's see if it's going to focus. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. It just is like worn off already. So unfortunately, this is a big no for me. Like I said, if you bought this and you love it, keep using it. I just do not like this at all. It just, any kind of imperfections that I have just are emphasized with this, which is the total opposite of what it's supposed to do. So I'm not quite sure who that is supposed to be for because I have oily combo skin. I don't know, but it's definitely, in my opinion, not for aging skin, because if you are a mature woman, which I thought that that's what they said this is for, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I heard that wrong. So, you know, don't quote me there, but that's what I thought. I thought that's why they put all the skincare in, and I thought that it was supposed to be anti-aging, which would be for mature women, but most mature women have drier skin. So then you wouldn't want to have matte. I don't know. I just know that this is a total disappointment for me. Definitely is not flawless at all. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that this was helpful and informative. You guys know that I am really, really picky, and if you're going to spend a lot of money on a foundation, eyeshadow, a lipstick, powder, whatever, I know for me, I have to really, really love it, or I don't keep it. So you know that when I really, really love it, you know, you hear about it all the time, you see me use it, I talk about it, it's in my empties, it's in my favorites, you know I love it. This unfortunately didn't work for me. So that is it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're not already subscribed here, would love to have you join us here. Just click that button below, hit that subscribe button. I share new videos every single week. Also make sure you click that notification bell too, because anytime I share a new video, you will be notified. I can't speak. Please make sure you share my videos. I know this would be so helpful to so many. Like I said, I haven't watched any other reviews out there. I don't know if people are loving it, not loving it. I'm gonna go and watch them now that I've done this. But I would love it if you would share my videos. You can follow me on Instagram as well. And that is it. Thank you again so much for joining me. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.